Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Star Scandal Spotlight. Get ready, because today's feature is something you absolutely can't miss. We're diving into a headline that's setting the internet on fire. Fans ecstatic as Woo-Seok and Hye-Yoon grace ASEA side by side. What really happened on that dazzling red carpet? Are these two stars just colleagues? Or is there more to the story? The crowd's reaction was electric. The chemistry undeniable. And the whispers are growing louder by the minute. Stay with us as we unravel every detail, right now, only on Star Scandal Spotlight. Night was electric, the air thick with anticipation. And the crimson carpet of the ASEA Awards shimmered under thousands of flashing lights. But no one was prepared for what happened next. At first, the event was moving along as expected. A-listers made their grand entrances, posing, smiling, doing the usual parade of grace and glamour. The crowd cheered politely, media voices echoed under the domes of the event hall, and everything seemed beautifully routine. Cameras, like vultures sensing a kill, whipped toward the entrance. Fans froze, phones lifted, breaths caught midair. Emerging from the black-tinted SUV were Byun Woo-Seok and Kim Hye-Yoon, not separately, not staggered, but together, dressed in perfectly coordinated monochrome tones. His midnight black tuxedo tailored to royal precision, her sleek white gown catching every ray of light. Like a living constellation, they walked in synchrony. Like characters stepping off the final scene of a K-drama we never thought we'd see in real life. Gasps rose. Some fans screamed, others stood frozen, unable to believe what they were witnessing. The very duo that had captured hearts on screen, igniting rumors for months, maybe even years, was now standing side by side, arms brushing, eyes exchanging glances too loaded to ignore. Was this a planned publicity move, or was it something far more real? Social media exploded within seconds. Hashtags like #WooHyeezy, #PowerCouple reveal, and #drama turns reality began trending globally. But this was just the calm before the emotional storm. As the cameras zoomed in, keen-eyed fans noticed subtle details that only made the situation more heart-stopping. Woo-Seok gently guiding Hye-Yoon past the carpet's uneven edge. The way she softly smiled when he leaned to whisper something that clearly made her blush. Their subtle, almost invisible matching accessories, a small moon-shaped pin on his lapel and a star-shaped ring on her finger, a secret code? A nod to their past drama. The media scrambled. Journalists, through press releases, desperate for confirmation. Were they presenting an award together? Was this a scripted moment? No. There was no official pairing scheduled. According to the program, they were supposed to arrive hours apart. Something had changed. Something no one was prepared for. Backstage sources whispered what the world was dying to know. This wasn't in the plan. In fact, Woo-Seok had reportedly refused earlier press appearances, only agreeing to attend ASEA at the last minute. Meanwhile, Hye-Yoon had been spotted looking anxious minutes before arrival, clutching her phone, pacing in her dressing room. Speculations swirled faster than the flashing lights outside. Had something happened between them recently? A reunion? A confession? Or was this a carefully orchestrated moment meant to seal their status as Korea's next top power duo? Even their management teams appeared caught off guard. One insider from Woo-Seok's agency, a cryptic comment, "This was unexpected. Maybe it was time." Just when fans thought it couldn't get any more dramatic, they were called on stage to present the award for Best On-Screen Chemistry. You could feel the universe smirking as they stood before the mic. The tension was unbearable. Woo-Seok's hands trembled slightly. Yoon's smile wavered for a split second. They exchanged glances. And he leaned in, not to speak into the mic, but to say something only she could hear. Her eyes widened. She covered her mouth. The crowd gasped again. Whispers turned into cries of shock as Woo-Seok turned back to the audience, his hand briefly brushing hers. And then, like every K-drama cliffhanger worth its salt, he uttered the most unexpected line of the night. "Sometimes fiction helps us find the truth. And tonight, I want to thank someone who helped me find mine." All fell silent. Hye-Yoon's eyes glistened. No names were mentioned, no confessions were made, and yet, it was everything. By midnight, rumors had evolved into viral theories. Fan accounts were decoding every second of their appearance. Professional lip readers were hired to interpret what was whispered on stage. Major news outlets were running polls. Do you ship it? Real or PR? Did Woo-Seok just confess? While the two stars vanished, no after-party appearances, no backstage interviews. They had come, conquered the night, and left everyone in suspense. Fans are still reeling. The industry is in shock. No one knows what's next. But one thing is certain. Woo-Seok and Hye-Yoon didn't just walk the red carpet. They owned it. And in doing so, they may have changed everything. The morning after the ASEA Awards was anything but calm. The entertainment world, usually quick to move on to the next red carpet or controversy, was now completely fixated on one question. It just happened between Woo-Seok and Kim Hye-Yoon. Social media became a battlefield. Supporters of the couple, now calling themselves Woo-Hye Warriors, shared slow-motion clips, analyzing every eye movement, every half-smile, every breath. Meanwhile, skeptics question whether the entire display was a publicity stunt, accusing the agencies of staging it to promote a future drama project. At 3:17 a.m., just hours after the event, a blurry but unmistakable photo surfaced on a small fan account. Woo-Seok and Hye-Yoon, standing outside what appeared to be a rooftop lounge in Gangnam, completely alone. No stylists, no managers. Just them. He had removed her high heels. He was offering her his jacket. Within 10 minutes, the post was gone, deleted, erased without explanation. But the internet had already taken screenshots, and what made the photo more spine-chilling was not what was captured, but what was discovered after. A Reddit user zoomed in and revealed what looked like a single tear track down Hye-Yoon's cheek. Why was she crying? Were they happy tears? Painful ones? Was this the end of something? Or the beginning? Just when public curiosity reached boiling point, shocking anonymous tip was posted on a private forum used by industry insiders. The post was swiftly taken down, but not before fans saved every word. They were never supposed to be seen together again. To the drama wrapped. Things turned complicated. There were contracts, pressure, silence, but last night, something snapped. Woo-Seok went off script. He broke protocol. And Hye-Yoon? She followed. The post ended with a cryptic warning. Don't believe the silence. Screaming the truth. Suddenly, fans began rewatching old interviews from months ago, dissecting awkward pauses and hidden glances. One clip from a variety show? Woo-Seok had been asked about his ideal type, and stuttered, or blushed, then awkwardly changed the subject. In another, Hye-Yoon had been asked about her most cherished acting partner, and instead of naming anyone, she simply smiled and said, "Bonds are too special to explain." Were these just coincidences? Or had they been telling us all along? The agencies respond, but only raise more questions. 2 days passed in silence. Then, on the third day, both agencies finally released official statements. Woo-Seok's agency claimed, Woo-Seok and Kim Hye-Yoon remain close colleagues. Their joint appearance at ASEA was spontaneous and celebratory. Hye-Yoon's team added, there is currently no romantic relationship. Please respect their privacy. But fans weren't convinced, because buried between the lines of these carefully worded statements was the one thing everyone noticed. Neither side denied the rooftop photo. Neither denied the chemistry. Neither denied the possibility. And that silence? It screamed. Just when the frenzy began to settle, another bombshell dropped. A journalist snapped a photo at a quaint little book cafe in Gwon. Woo-Seok and Hye-Yoon seated in a quiet corner, just casually, sipping coffee, sharing a small plate of strawberry tarts. This wasn't an event. It wasn't staged. This was real. In the photo, he was laughing. She was leaning toward him. In the corner of the table, clearly visible, was a copy of their old drama script. Marked, highlighted, and worn at the edges. Why were they reading it? Memories? Planning something? The internet lost its mind. Cried. Skeptics flipped. And across the nation, one phrase echoed louder than any award, louder than any scandal: they were never acting. Rumors now swirl that Woo-Seok is turning down new projects, that Hye-Yoon has cancelled press appearances, that both are secretly negotiating a joint project. A film, perhaps, or even a candid documentary revealing what really happened behind the scenes. Some fans whisper that a confession is coming, others say they've already said everything they needed to, just not with words. But no matter what the truth may be, one thing is undeniable: when Woo-Seok and Hye-Yoon stood side by side at ASEA, they didn't just walk into a spotlight, they straight into our hearts. And the world hasn't been the same since.